At 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Surviving a deadly shooting. Now telling his story at the Uvalde Rally here in San Antonio. We're going to hear from survivor of the Pulse nightclub shooting about his experience and why he's in San Antonio, what he wants to share with the survivors of the Uvalde school shooting as he tries to help them heal.
Another COVID-19 vaccine is being considered for approval by the FDA. How soon it could be available, that's straight ahead.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. All right, it's only 74 degrees now, but today and the next 5 or 6 days, it's definitely going to feel like summer in San Antonio. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Sunday, June 5th. And as we were saying, if you have things to do today, I would try to get them out of the way early.
Like get up, iced coffee.
Iced coffee. We got to put that on the graphic.
Yeah,
iced coffee graphic.
No more hot coffee the rest of the summer. It's an iced coffee season officially. Sarah, triple digits for unforeseen future.
For the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotcha. But we are going to be seeing 100 degrees, not only today, but for most of this upcoming week. So as Sarah and Max mentioned, right now, coolest part of the day. It's 76 in San Antonio, 71 in Bulverde, 72 in New Braunfels, 73 in Castroville, 72 Uvalde, 68 Los Maples, 73 in Kerrville, and 71 in Comfort. Here's today's forecast for you. By 10, we're already going to be in the 80s, 93 at noon. 101 for the high temperature in San Antonio. That will tie the record for the day. And we are just getting started with the heat. At least there will be a breeze. South winds 10 to 15. Take a look elsewhere. 102 in Hondo, 102 in Pleasanton, 100 New Braunfels, 98 in Kerrville, 105, 106 degrees Eagle Pass, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, and Laredo. But as we just mentioned, just getting started with the heat. Coming up in the forecast, I'm going to show you a neighborhood view of high temperatures forecast for today and how long we're going to have to buckle down for this early season heat wave in just a bit. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. We're following a developing story. San Antonio police responding to a shooting on the city's northeast side from earlier this morning. Now we're learning one person is dead.
Our Jonathan Cotto has been at the scene all morning and joins us live. Jonathan, we know this is an active scene. What have you been able to learn?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. Well, it's definitely been a busy morning for San Antonio police responding to a shooting at this home on the 4000 block of Bloomdown. Now, this is a neighborhood located on the northeast side. Now, we know San Antonio police arrived here shortly after 5 o'clock this morning. They tell us one woman is dead this morning. She is believed to be in her late 30s, early 40s. Now, what caused the shooting? They are telling us that an altercation between neighbors started overnight, and now exactly what led up to that altercation is still under investigation. What I can tell you is I had the opportunity to speak with neighbors. They heard those gunshots pop off around 4:30 this morning. Some say they heard about 9. The police officer that I spoke with says that there's quite a bit of shell casings here on scene. Now, we're still waiting for the medical examiner to arrive. And of course, we're still waiting to learn more details as this investigation develops. And of course, we'll bring you the latest as that information is made available. Reporting live on the city's northeast side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Later this morning, funeral services will be held for another victim of the Uvalde school shooting. Alethea Ramirez, she will be laid to rest later today. Her funeral service set for 10 a.m. at First Baptist Church. The burial will take place at Hillcrest Cemetery. Visitations are scheduled for today for other victims as well. You can find all this information. Just head to KSAT.com.
Well, there is some encouraging news. Another victim of the deadly school shooting, a 9-year-old that was here in San Antonio being treated, has been released from University Hospital. Now 2 other victims are still at University Hospital. The shooter's 66-year-old grandmother, who is listed in good condition, and a 10-year-old girl, according to University Hospital, is in serious condition.
So as much as we sympathize and empathize with the families of the victims who were killed in Uvalde, we won't understand what they've witnessed, what they're experiencing right now. That is why it is important to hear from a survivor. And we actually did hear from a survivor of another mass shooting, the 2016 Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. Now, he told us his story at the Stand with Uvalde rally yesterday. Camelia Juarez spoke with him and shares with us what he told other victims and their families about how they can start healing.
Next week will be the 6th anniversary of the nightclub shooting, which left 49 people dead, 53 people injured, and the Orlando community shaken forever.
I went for a drink with my best friends at a space that we'd been to hundreds of times before, and a man charged through the front door with an assault weapon and hundreds of rounds of ammunition.
The same pattern of violence crosses state lines to a classroom close to home. Mass shooting survivor and now activist Brandon Wolf says the tragedy in Uvalde is all too familiar, even down to the lawmakers' responses.
10-year-old children who went to school like any other day and came out of that classroom in a body bag. It is infuriating to me that anyone could look at those faces, could look at those families and say there's nothing that can be done.
Instead, the city of Orlando put words to action, forming the Orlando United Assistance Center, a hub for victims, victim families, and first responders to access mental health resources, anything to guide the healing process.
They've had their entire worlds turned on their heads, and the very least that we can do is give them the resources necessary to find some healing in that, to find some solace in that, to give them folks to talk to give them what they need so that they can believe that tomorrow is worth seeing.
The best way to make it through each day, Wolf says, is to do it together as a community.
I would encourage folks right now, lean on each other's shoulders. Call if you need someone, text if you need someone, visit each other, spend time in person, make meals together. Your community is what will get you through this.
Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Back here at home, how do you want taxpayer dollars to be spent? It's a question we ask a lot, and you can actually help decide San Antonio's next budget. The City of San Antonio's 8th annual SA Speak Up survey on the budget, it is now open for residents so you can share your ideas, share your opinions. The feedback collected from the survey, it helps the mayor and the city council understand and prioritize needs for the entire community.
So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Laura Mays with the City of San Antonio. Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning.
Good morning, Sarah and Max. Thank you so much for having me on.
For those who don't know, what is SA Speak Up?
So SA Speak Up is the easiest way to get involved with your city government. We know not everyone has the time to come on down to city council, attend a town hall meeting, or go to any other public meeting. So we've made it easier than ever to participate with the City of San Antonio. You can visit our website, as you see there on the screen. It's saspeakup.com. and take a survey, sign up for a board or commission, check out what public meetings we have coming up. But the one thing we really want to highlight right now is that budget survey. It takes less than 5 minutes to complete, and your priorities will be shared with the mayor and council, as well as city staff as we craft the budget for the next year.
So this is the 8th year for the program. How much participation have y'all seen in the past for the people actually taking the survey?
What a great question. We've been really happy to see participation increase year over year. Already, the survey's only been open for just a week and a half, and we've gotten more than 4,000 residents to share their priorities with us. But we want more. We want to hear from everyone from every part of town. So visit saspeakup.com. If you know someone who maybe doesn't have access to the internet, you can also call 311 to take that survey.
All right, so break it down for us. What does the process look like in terms of community members actually having their voices heard?
Another great question. Your input means a lot to the city. Through that survey, even though it's just 3 very brief questions, we're asking you to share with us what's most important to you, what's least important to you, and then also share any other open-ended comments. Just looking at the results from last year, our residents shared that streets, sidewalks, and public health were some of their top priorities. So using public health as an example, last year the city made a record investment in public health for our community, and those investments have been continuing. So your voice really does matter, and when you speak up, your priorities will get the attention of city council as well as our staff.
Okay, so if you go to the survey, on top of the survey, there's an open comment section where some residents have said things like public transportation, for example. They would maybe like to see a train from downtown to the south or north or west part of the city. Building construction of highways only work at a limit. How much consideration do those comments actually get?
They do get a lot of consideration. I'm glad you showed here on the screen how those comments look online, because you can actually have a conversation with your neighbors as well. If you agree with the comment or maybe disagree with the comment, you can share that there as well. But while we look at all the citywide results, your council member will also receive an individual report that shows what their constituency is their priorities. So if you're living in District 2, for example, and you've spoken up about maybe it's police or affordable housing, streets and sidewalks investments, you'll see those comments broken down, and those will be shared with your council member. And that goes for every district in our community as well.
So over the last 8 years, what have you seen has been one of the biggest results to come out of this survey? Or biggest issues?
Yeah, for sure. There have been a lot of really great ideas that have come from our residents. When we look at it from the district level is where you really see what the needs are in the community. Overall, across the board, streets and sidewalks tend to be one of the highest priorities. But then you look at that at the district level and you'll start to see that maybe senior services or youth services or affordable housing come up as top priorities. So when we look at these investments citywide, we're looking at things with what we call an equity lens, making sure that services are reaching the residents who need them the most. So in those districts where they've asked for more resources in specific areas, those investments are made. Again, looking at last year's budget, where some districts highlighted senior services as a top priority, you saw more investments made for seniors, programs to connect them to the internet and get them engaged. And then you also saw reopening of senior centers as well post-pandemic, providing them with resources, with meals, with that social activity that they need to stay engaged as well. So again, your comments really make a big difference, and we hope you'll share them with us.
All right, last question for you, Laura, real quick. What does the timetable look like? How long do people have to answer the survey, and then when is it finalized?
Another great question. So this survey will be open through June 30th. And again, you can visit saspeakup.com or call 311 to take that survey. Those results will be compiled over the month of July. And then we'll be sharing those with council and with city staff as we craft that budget. The city manager will propose a budget in August, and then we'll be back out to the community and want to hear from you again through a series of town hall meetings. And then council will ultimately vote on a budget in September of this year, and then we'll start our new fiscal year in October. So again, this budget is really a roadmap for our city services for the next year. So participate, get involved.
All right, Laura Mays with the City of San Antonio. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, Laura. And we can have all this information on KSAT.com later this morning. Thank you, Laura.
Great. Have a great morning.
Time now about 8:12, 75 degrees out.
A new vaccine could offer Americans another option in the fight against COVID-19. Still to come, why the maker says its version is different from Pfizer and Moderna's vaccine.
And like we've been saying, it is going to be hot. So, City of San Antonio opening cooling centers, making sure everyone stays cool, stays safe. We're going to explain.
75 degrees at 8:12 this morning. Sarah Spivey says if you need to do anything outside, whether that's garden work, mowing the lawn, or walking the dogs, do it now. She'll have our Sunday forecast when we come back. Sarah Spivey's been talking about it. Record heat is on tap for this week, and being outside for prolonged periods of time could be dangerous.
All right, so with that in mind, city officials once again offering people an escape from the heat, a place to go. Cooling centers around the Alamo City, they are now open. This as high temperatures are expected to last, well, for the foreseeable future.
All right, the cooling centers will be city libraries and community centers and will be open during normal business hours for anyone in the community. On the city's website, there's a map. You can see it right there of all the location and hours. We also have this link on KSAT.com. Sarah, this heat is just brutal.
We're going to need to stay cool across San Antonio. And yes, we are used to the heat in the summertime here in South Central Texas, but this is an early season heat wave for sure. Take a look at the forecast high temperatures in the coming days. We are going to be near record highs every single day, including today. The record for the day is 101. We're forecasting 101. Our average high this time of year is 91, and we're going to be about 10 degrees warmer than that each and every single day. So again, it is unusual for us to be seeing this hot of weather this early in the season. In fact, the last time we saw 100 degrees in June was back in 2018. So it's been 4 years since we've had a 100-degree day in June, and we're going to have several of them this week. Outside right now, a few cirrus clouds out there, but even those are thinning out. It's 76 degrees. Winds are from the south at about 10 miles per hour. We are going to quickly see these skies clear, and it is going to get hot. 76 in Pleasanton. It's 78 in Del Rio, 70 the wake-up temperature in Rock Springs, 72 in New Braunfels, 73 in Gonzales, and 74 in Kerrville. You can see that skies are going to stay clear for most of the day, other than a few wispy cirrus clouds here and there. There could be a few isolated showers out in the mountains of Mexico, but they're likely not even going to make it across the Rio Grande there. And it's going to be hot. Here's that neighborhood view of forecast high temperatures today. 100 in Seguin, 100 in New Braunfels, 97 in Bulverde, 98 in Canyon Lake, 99 in Helotes, 97 in Bernie, but 101 in San Antonio, 102 in Castroville. The further west you go, the hotter it will be. 103 in Uvalde, 102 in Utopia, and Pleasanton should be 102 degrees as well. Again, 10 degrees warmer, hotter than seasonably average. Something that'll be working in our favor is a bit of a breeze, especially if you're in the shade. We're going to have winds from the south 10 to 15, but later tonight we'll have gusts of up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. So actually tonight should feel okay out on the patio or on the porch. You'll have relatively lower humidity and temperatures will be coming down at that point. But still during the day today, peak heating of the day, you're going to want to find a way to stay cool. By 10 o'clock, we'll already be at 84 degrees. We'll already be in the mid 80s by 10. By noon, low 90s. It'll be 93 around lunch. And then the afternoon, that's when we crank up that heat. Temperatures will be close to 100 by 2. We'll be at 100 at 3 and then 101 for the forecast high for 5 p.m. Even at 6, we'll still be at 100 degrees. And as we head closer to sunset, temperatures will be falling into the 80s after 8 p.m. and that's when it'll feel better outside. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. Unfortunately, this is not going to be our friend. A heat high is expected to compress the air and build over south central Texas. So what does that mean? It means temperatures well above average. Now, this time of year, if we get rain, it's usually from some kind of a tropical system. But the only tropical system we have out there is the first named storm of the season. It's out in the Atlantic right now. It's Tropical Storm Alex, winds of 60 miles per hour. Alex is expected to head out into the open Atlantic. It could impact Bermuda, though, by about Monday afternoon. But again, unfortunately, Alex not going to bring us any chance for rain. And in fact, look at that, 0% chance for rain in the coming days through this upcoming weekend. Brutally hot and with extreme drought out there. It is not a good picture for our summer months. We've had 5 100-degree days so far this year. We're likely going to see that at least double in the following week here. And we'll be looking at temperatures again just about every day, close to 100 degrees. Now, one way to stay cool, splash pad. I'll have your splash pad forecast and when you should walk the dog, because we've got to take care of our pups too, coming up in a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, 8:21, 76 degrees out.
Well, coming up, more details on a possible new COVID-19 vaccine that's being considered for FDA approval.
Good morning and welcome back. So another COVID vaccine could soon be available to the public. The maker of the new vaccine says their version is different from Pfizer and Moderna because of how it is made. The vaccine maker, Novavax, waiting for FDA approval. And the vaccine is considered a more traditional protein-based vaccine. Novavax says its combined ingredients supercharge the immune system's response to the virus. Novavax's COVID shots already authorized in other countries outside of the United States. But on Tuesday, an FDA panel of scientific advisors, they are scheduled to publicly evaluate the vaccine and possibly pass it. Time now, 8:25, 76 degrees out.
All right, coming up on GMSA, we introduce you to our latest great grad. He is from Clemens High School. Guys, he has endured so much, family tragedy, health issues, and now he wants to help others with his future career. We'll have his story when we come back.
And at the top of the next half hour, the latest on that deadly shooting on the city's northeast side. Police still on the scene right now. Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the scene with the latest. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It's Sunday, June 5th. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this Sunday morning. And I hope if you are watching us, you're inside, you have
it's
the
cool
AC
now.
on.
It's cool now. If you have anything to do, I would do it now.
That's what Sarah Spivey said, especially if you want to walk your dog or mow the lawn, Sarah.
That's right, because the heat is going to be on, peak heat of the day, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. today. We'll be topping off above 100 degrees. Not only today, but honestly for the foreseeable future. So let's take a look outside right now. Some cirrus clouds out there this morning, 76 degrees. Again, this is the coolest part of the day for you. South winds at about 10 miles per hour. Here's that Fido's forecast, that dog walking forecast we were talking about. You got the green paw right now through about 11 o'clock, and then it starts to get pretty hot. By noon, we'll be at 93, and in the afternoon, I'd say it's a no-go unless you are walking that dog on the grass, because it is just going to be too hot. Temperatures are going to be close to 101 for the high today. And again, that asphalt, that concrete gets very, very hot for those pups' paws. By this evening, though, temperatures will be in the 80s. It'll actually be fairly nice and breezy this evening. Warm, though. 102 for the forecast high in Hondo, 101 at Sinson, 101 in Floresville, 97 in Bernie, 98 in Canyon Lake, even hotter out to the west, 103 in Uvalde and Sabinal. Now, coming up, we are going to talk about how this is just the start of our triple-digit heat wave early in the season for us. But if you want to cool down, I've got your splash pad forecast for those kiddos in just a bit. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. And a developing story right now happening on the city's northeast side. One person is dead and police are on scene trying to determine exactly what happened.
Jonathan Cotto has been covering the story since it broke early this morning around 5 a.m. Jonathan joins us live in that neighborhood. So, Jonathan, what can you see right now?
Good morning, Max. Good morning, Sarah. That's right. Right now, it's a very active scene here in this neighborhood. I'm located on the 4000 block of Bloomdale and Jolene, where we know San Antonio police were called out shortly after 5 o'clock. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about what that scene looked like when we arrived. Now, when we got here shortly after 5, we showed up to what appeared to be some type of standoff situation. Several police officers were calling out the folks inside the home to come outside of their house with their hands up in the air. And that's exactly what happened. They came out with their hands up in the air. The sergeant that I spoke with said it was a peaceful interaction. They immediately came out of their house. And now, again, they came out here for reports of a shooting. Now, 3 people are in custody right now as we speak, and 1 woman is dead. That woman is believed to be in her late 30s, early 40s. Police are telling us that this is all a result of an altercation between neighbors. But what led up to that altercation is still in question, is still under investigation. Again, this morning, SAPD had that helicopter in the sky. They had a K-9 unit that was zoning and patrolling around the home, inside the home, to learn and to get a better idea of what exactly transpired here this morning. Now, right now, Max and Sarah, we are still waiting for a medical examiner to arrive on scene. We are still waiting to hear and learn more details on what exactly happened here this morning. Reporting live on the city's northeast side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also new this morning, an investigation underway after shots were fired last night at a West Side park. All of this unfolding around 11 last night. Bexar County Sheriff's Office tells us a deputy in the gang unit was actually training his K-9 at Rosedale Park on General McMullen. That's when the deputy says someone shot towards him. Now, he called for help. A park police officer found a man in the area, and that man allegedly under the influence of drugs. So the suspect was arrested, but right now, officers not sure if that individual was actually connected to the gunshots. We are expecting more information throughout the day, so make sure to stay with us on air and online as these updates become available.
Also new this morning, 1 man is in the hospital following a shooting at a gas station. This all started at 2:30 this morning at a QT station on Southwest Military right off I-35. That's where police say 2 men accidentally bumped into each other. When one of them got angry, he allegedly pulled out a gun and shot the other in the face. The victim was rushed to the hospital where we're told he is expected to recover. Investigators say the suspect was last seen wearing a red shirt and khaki pants, and at last check, police are still searching for him.
So we saw the Uvalde Rally at Travis Park yesterday. Happening today, a benefit concert for Uvalde. It's going to be taking place at Cowboys Dance Hall. Doors open at 6 o'clock. The concert starts at 7. There's going to be performers like Easton Corbin, Kevin Fowler, other country music groups also performing.
So tickets for the iHeart Uvalde benefit concert are available at iHeartRadioTexas.com. We have a link to our website. Proceeds will go to the Robb School Memorial Fund.
Happening tomorrow, a free mental health clinic geared for those in Uvalde, it opens up in the area. So the Uvalde Together Resiliency Center will open a temporary location in Uvalde that is until a permanent location is established. The hub will offer a variety of services, those ranging from counseling to even handling insurance claims. The clinic will be staffed with licensed clinical providers. The temporary location will be at El Progreso Memorial Library, and if you're in Uvalde, that is at 301 West Main Street. Both in-person and virtual services will be provided for free. You can read more about these opportunities and how you can get involved. Just head to KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, an update on the conflict in Eastern Europe. President Vladimir Putin issues a warning to the West. Putin saying that Russia would strike new targets if the U.S. started supplying Ukraine with longer-range missiles. Putin did not name the targets Russia planned to pursue if Western countries began supplying Ukraine with those longer-range missiles.
3 people dead this morning, at least 11 more injured after a shooting in South Philadelphia. So take a look. This all happened last night. Police say they found several active shooters firing into a crowd. Now, the victims who were killed, two men and a woman, 3 people killed in total. So far, no arrests have been made. A very active investigation at this time.
A 14-year-old girl in Arizona is dead and 8 others are wounded in a mass shooting at a Phoenix strip mall early Saturday. Right now, 2 adult women are being treated for life-threatening injuries. All the other shooting victims are expected to be okay. Phoenix police say an argument broke out while about 100 people were gathered inside a party venue. At this time, it's unclear how many shooters were involved and no arrests have been made.
A man accused of killing and targeting and killing a Wisconsin judge has now been identified. The Wisconsin Department of Justice identifying this man as the gunman, 56-year-old Douglas K. Ute. Now, officials say the shooting actually happened on Friday in New Lisbon at the home of the former county judge, John Romer. Now, the accused killer reportedly had other targets on a list as well. Those other targets included Wisconsin's governor, Michigan's governor, and Republican minority leader. At last report, the suspect was in the hospital wounded with what police say appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Time now just about 8:38, 76 degrees out.
I love this story. A World War II veteran takes to the sky again in a World War II era plane nearly 80 years after the war. We take you on his flight a little later in this newscast.
And we have our latest great graduate. Sarah, you talked to the young man. Tell us about him.
He's a Clemens High School senior. He's endured so much, an illness, family tragedy, but he has overcome those obstacles, and we tell you what he wants to do in his future.
And before we head to break, a quick live look out of the Alamo City. 76 degrees now. Well, boy, is it going to warm up throughout the day and throughout the week. We could see triple-digit heat. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit.
Today on This Week, mass shootings. Will Congress act? The blockbuster January 6th hearings about to kick off. Gas prices and inflation and the biggest primaries yet. With so much at stake today, all the tough questions on ABC's This Week.
All right, we are continuing with our great graduate series. So the senior at Clemens High School graduating in the top 1% of his class. He got to 7 different schools, and get this, he's earned more than $600,000 in scholarships.
He's pretty phenomenal. He has done all this while managing ulcer colitis. His mother died when he was just a sophomore. I spoke with this outstanding student to find out how he's been able to overcome all of these obstacles in his life.
Devin Bosch is number 6 in his class. He got into 7 prestigious universities, including schools like Pepperdine and UT, but has decided to go to Boston University to study medicine and physical therapy. Devin has been able to do all of this after nearly dying from ulcerative colitis when he was just a child because medicine for people that young hadn't been developed yet. He still manages his uncurable condition. Then during the height of the pandemic in 2020, his mom died suddenly, leaving him to help his father manage the household and help with his younger sister.
It was a little overwhelming at times, but you know, I like to think I'm like a really adaptable person.
I've watched Devin grow from a boy who was in high school, a sophomore, and dealing with the trauma of the pandemic and the trauma of losing his mom. And now he's a young man that is ready to embrace the world and ride that bull for the full 8 seconds.
Devin's academic counselor says he's such a unique student who is able to gracefully overcome anything.
That healthy mindset that he's going to overcome, and don't tell me no, don't tell me I can't, because watch me. And that's what he embodies in everything he does.
Devin credits his father's military background for instilling discipline in him, but he says his school's theater program has helped him get through his trauma.
Use it as an emotional outlet. I will admit, it's kind of helpful that way too. It's a fun place to be expressive, and like you have this whole audience, and this is a brand new kind of auditorium. I don't know, I just love being in here. I love the energy, it's kind of like a comfort place in this school.
Devin hopes to be a physical therapist when he's done with his 6-year program at Boston University. He hopes he can help people, especially those that suffer from inflammatory diseases like he has. He says he hopes his mom continues to watch over him.
I'd like to think that she'd be really, really proud of me.
Devin he's just a phenomenal student, and we wish him the best of luck. All right, another really phenomenal story. It's been nearly 80 years since this World War II veteran flew in a T-6, but that long gap is now over.
So we want to introduce you to veteran Jerry Auerbach. He got to fly for about 30 minutes yesterday, so here is a remarkable reaction when he got back to the ground.
How'd it go, sir?
Pretty good.
What'd you think?
Let's do it again.
All right, Jerry enlisted at 18 and joined the Army Air Corps during World War II. He flew about 20 combat missions over Japan.
And afterwards, he joined the Air Force. He got his pilot's license. He made more than 200 cargo trips in Germany. Jerry's son says flying has always had a special place in his heart and in his mind.
All right, yesterday more than 20 British World War II veterans gathered over the weekend to remember D-Day on June 6th in 1944. The Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy. On that single day, more than 4,000 Allied soldiers lost their lives. More than 2,500 of them were Americans. A series of ceremonies are being held across the region today and tomorrow.
And I know a lot of people are going to be out and about for those ceremonies, honoring those who sacrifice themselves for the United States, for the Allied forces. And so, Sarah Spivey, for people out and about in the next coming days, in the next week, what can they expect?
Unseasonably hot, guys. Temperatures every day are going to be well above average by 10 degrees. We're going to head into a triple-digit heat streak here in just a bit. You might want to stay cool by taking the kids to a splash pad today. If you're going to do so, 0% chance for rain, but 100% chance for the heat. By noon, we'll be at 93, 98 at 2 p.m., 101 for the high temperature. Winds from the south gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. UV index will be extreme. Skin damage time within 10 minutes. So make sure to apply that sunscreen outside. Again, we're seeing these morning clouds, these cirrus clouds thin out. And so very quickly here, we're going to have nothing but sunshine, and it's going to get hot very quickly. This coolest part of the day, 76 degrees, winds from the south at about 10 miles per hour. We just got the pollen count in. Here's a look at it. An update for you. Molds have gone up a bit. They're now moderate out there, and that's because of the quick rain that we received yesterday morning. We got molds climbing to the moderate level. Grass and pigweed are present, but in low amounts. Elsewhere, it's 71 in Seguin, 72 in New Braunfels, 79 in Castroville, 73 in Rio Medina, 76 in Kerrville, and 73 in Bernie. Again, those cirrus clouds thinning out, and we're going to have tons of sunshine. A few light showers, storms possible across the mountains of Mexico, but they're likely not even going to be able to cross over the Rio Grande there. And then this is a look at the forecast highs for the day. Yep, 101 in San Antonio. That would be a record for the day. It would tie the record for the day. 100 in New Braunfels, 98 in Gonzales, 102 in Hondo, 103 in Uvalde, 106 Del Rio, 105 in Eagle Pass. Now, one thing that'll help us out a little bit is that the dew points are going to go down slightly in the afternoon during the peak heat of the day. So not much of a heat index value during the peak heat of the day today. So that's something working in our favor. And it's going to be breezy at times. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. forecast, we'll be at 84 already by 10. And then by noon, lunch or brunch time, it's going to be close to 93. So it's already going to be totally hot at noon with complete sunshine, but then we've still got several more hours for the thermometer to rise after lunch. 100 degrees by 3 p.m., 101 for the high for 5 p.m. this afternoon. Winds are going to be from the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. This evening, it's not going to feel too bad outside. After 8 p.m., our temperatures are going to fall into the 80s. We're going to have a nice breeze, not totally humid outside, so it'll feel great this evening. But until then, it's just going to be hot. There's plenty of rain for the northern tier of the United States and even down toward Oklahoma City right now, but a heat high is going to be settling over south central Texas, compressing the air and rising that afternoon high temperature. So take a look at the forecast highs. Tomorrow we'll be at 102 in San Antonio. That would be a record for the day. By Tuesday we'll be at 101, and Wednesday around 101 degrees as well. We are in it for the long haul. This triple-digit heat wave is fairly early. The last time we saw 100 degrees in June was in 2018, and we usually see these kinds of temperatures in August, not early June. And unfortunately, it's going to stay dry too. Extreme and exceptional drought is likely only going to get worse. This is not a good sign for the summer months. You know, honestly, in the summer months, most of our rain comes from any kind of tropical systems, and the only tropical system out there right now, Tropical Storm Alex, is way out in the open Atlantic. So we are in for a long haul when it comes to the heat. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, and a reminder, if anyone out there doesn't have access to stay cool, we have those cooling centers open in and around San Antonio. Time now, just about 8:50, 77 degrees out.
All right, tomorrow on GMSA, moving season is about to be in full swing. Angie's List gives us the top tips that will have your moving process a lot less stressful.
KSAT 12 celebrates Military City, USA, powered by USAA.
San Antonio has been called Military City, USA, and we're showing you why we're at the heart of military training. Operating for nearly 80 years and exclusive to Joint Base San Antonio Lackland is the Inter-American Air Forces Academy, or IAFA.
Well, IAFA offers one of the most unique missions in the United States Air Force arsenal, and that is we provide instruction to our partner nations in Latin America across 32 different courses, all in Spanish.
The Inter-American Air Forces Academy has provided world-class education and training to Latin American partners, and here's why.
Well, I will say with two words: security cooperation. In an age where our budgets are limited and our ability to do things beyond our borders is limited, we need partners. And we need it more than ever next to our borders. So Latin America serves as a very critical strategic point where we need to make friendships, influence partnerships, and of course build such capacity that when needed, we can all operate in the same events, whether it's a hurricane or any other crisis, we can help each other out.
It's already 79 degrees outside right now. By 10, we'll be at 84, and by noon, we'll be at 93, 101 for the high temperature this afternoon under sunny skies. We're going to have south winds at 10 to 15, gusting up to 25 this evening. It should not be all that bad this evening. I mean, by 10, we'll be at 83 degrees with a nice breeze, but still most of the day going to be hot. And then we're going to have consecutive days in a row with temperatures at or above 100 degrees. The last time we saw 100 in June was 2018, and the last time we saw 3 100-degree days in a row in early June was before 2010. So this is unusually hot out
Does this have to do with La Nina and us not having a lot of rain this season?
La Nina is a big factor to it. It creates a drier and warmer weather pattern, but here's the kicker. Climate change puts us over the edge there and gives us a degree or two increase, and so that's why we're seeing a hot start to June.
All right, just an important reminder, everyone out there, if you do not have a safe place to be, this heat is no joke. We have the cooling centers open in and around San Antonio. If you have any questions about them, we have all those answers. Just head to KSAT.com.
Have a great Sunday.